Dumb, cool,
weird
podcast. I mean, if you look at, we're talking about, like what it was like for us growing up.
Yeah.
Remember when we were kids? Your grandparents were married for like
Forever.
30, 40, 50 fucking years, man. Like, that's a long time.
Sometimes, and you hear stories about like when it was like really rough. Like grandma and grandpa used to throw rocks at each other because they had frustrations and the neighbors knew.
Yeah.
Not my story specifically, just,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even for me, like, I grew up with my grandparents being, both sets of grandparents staying married to each other. Like, sometimes they'd fight each other, but they still loved each other. And then my parents' generation, who are baby boomers, a lot of them are just divorced a lot of times.
It's like they gave up once the kids left.
Yeah. And then our generation, I know you're married and your marriage is successful, but like these days, like most people don't.
It's an anomaly.
People don't stay married very long. Like,
No.
all my friends that I know from high school that have been married, I think maybe only a handful of them are still married and they got divorced,
And even that, it's like not, like there's a lot of people who are just kind of hanging on because earlier in their marriage they had kids and then they decided to abandon ship, which is wrong because, obviously if it's something not working out, you should be civil and separate. But if you're not being civil and separating and leaving your kid, and you're not even sharing custody because you're both in this like really bad headspace. I mean, having an affair is obviously wrong, right?
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that. We're just talking about two people separating because they found out they just didn't like each other as much as they did.
Well, here's the thing. Like, my longest relationship was 5 years. I mean, we weren't married. We talked about having a kid, and we got pregnant a few times, but she got it aborted because we just didn't feel like we were ready.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, that was a 5-year relationship, and I consider that a really long relationship. But in the grand scheme of it all, that's really not a very long relationship compared to, back in the day. Some people stayed together for like 10, 15, 20 years, and that was considered a long relationship. But like, even just that, I had like that 5-year relationship,
Yeah.
and it didn't, it was a very good relationship. But the thing is, like, other than that, my longest relationships only last like a year or so, and it's not necessarily something I've done wrong or they've done wrong. Sometimes it just ends, It's either somebody loses interest, somebody moves, or somebody does this or somebody does that. It just seems like nowadays, like, things are just different. Thanks for checking out the Dumb Cool Weird podcast. Go to our website, www.dumbcoolweird.com, to check out our merch and all our social media links. If you want to check out how to support us and our audio podcasts only, and an access to our website and all of our other links for our social media, go to linktree.com, which has Dumb Cool Weird podcast. The link is up below. Hope you guys will check us out. We have new content coming out every single Monday. We have new content coming out every single day. Check it for 9 a.m. Clips, reactions, whatever. We got it coming for you. Hope you come out, check it out. Stay sexy, Atlanta, and keep watching our crap.